Hi folks, it's Mike Murphy. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to install the automated security tool called Fail2Ban on your Hostinger VPS. Fail2Ban is going to protect your VPS from suspicious activity such as brute force login attempts. Fail2Ban is one of the first things that you should install on your Hostinger VPS to keep it secure. Once it is installed, Fail2Ban just monitors the VPS logs looking for any suspicious activities, such as increase or a spike in login attempts. If it notices something suspicious, Fail2Ban is going to automatically add firewall rules and block those IP addresses from repeatedly trying to log in or break into your VPS. And just to confirm, my Hostinger VPS is running the Ubuntu operating system. So the first thing you want to do is just make sure that the packages on your Ubuntu operating system are up to date. So I'm just going to copy this command, which is going to run two things. First, it's going to check for the updates, and then it's going to actually upgrade or update all of the packages. So those double ampersands means that it's going to run two commands. So I'm just going to copy that. So in my Hostinger VPS dashboard, I'm on the Overview tab. I'm going to launch the terminal by clicking on the terminal button in the top right. And I'm just going to type clear to clear out the terminal so it's easier for you to see. This is just updating the operating system packages, so we're not dealing with Fail2Ban yet. It's asking if I want to continue, so I'll tap Y, and there will be a quiz on what all of these packages are that were installed, and you'll know that it's all done when you get your command line back. So I'm just going to type clear again. Now that the operating system packages on your Hostinger VPS are up to date, it's time to install Fail2Ban. To do so, you're just going to enter in this one command, apt-get install Fail2Ban, tap return. Do I want to continue? Yes, tap Y, tap return. This is optional, but I'm going to add the email support for the Fail2Ban service. That way I can get email notifications if there's suspicious activity. So in the terminal, I'm going to enter in the command, sendmail, tap return, and let it install the packages. Y to continue, tap return. Command line returns, that means it's done. Clear to make some space. And now we just need to verify the Fail2Ban status. So I'll copy this last command, Command C, go back to the terminal, paste it in. The green status is what you want to see. Fail2Ban is active and running on the Hostinger VPS. But what we need to do now is just customize what is called the jail configuration file, just to make sure that Fail2Ban is optimized and is going to give us the maximum protection on the VPS. At the bottom of the help article, you'll see the section how to set up Fail2Ban. So there's basically two configuration files. There's this global configuration file or the main configuration file. That's more advanced settings. For my setup, and probably for most of you, I am not going to touch the main configuration file. I am just going to edit the jail.local configuration file. When the server is running like this, or if you're ever in the terminal and you don't know where the command line is or how to get it back, press the control key and tap the letter C, and that's going to quit or terminate the service. So now we can enter a command. So to open and edit the jail file, we're going to enter this little command right here. This is going to open up the Nano text editor. As you can see, the jail.local file is empty. I would recommend that you go to Ask Cody and just say, what should I add in my jail.local file? Or just go to ChatGPT and say, what are the best practices, or what should I actually put in this jail.local file? I am just adding this one little block right here. Here are the descriptions right here. But again, these are filters with actions. If this happens, this is what I want you to do. All of these are going to protect your VPS, but probably the most important one, and the one that you definitely want to add, is the first one, ignoreip. So you're going to put the local IP address that you see here in red exactly like this, and then at the end, you're going to replace this your IP address with your actual VPS IP address. This is going to prevent you from being locked out of your own VPS by Fail2Ban. So you're basically saying, when you see this IP address, all of the rules are off. I am safe. Okay, so we're in the jail.local configuration file in the Nano editor. I'm just going to paste it in Command V. So the only change that I'm going to make here in the Nano editor is adding the IP address of my VPS. You can find your IP address on the Overview tab of your VPS. If you just go to where it says Root Access, there is your IP address of your VPS. The Nano editor can be a little tricky if you're not used to it. Use the arrow keys on your keyboard to navigate the cursor around so you can see a little white block is moving when I move the arrow keys. So let's go up. I'm going to go to the end, so right arrow. Now you don't want to paste over something. That never works in the Nano editor, so just clear it out by tapping the delete key. So I'm just getting rid of that line, and I'm just going to paste in the IP address. And now we can save, or in Nano it's called write out. And if you look at the bottom, you'll see the command to write out. So I'm going to press the control key and tap the letter O to write out. And now we need to write the changes to the file. To do that, you just tap the return or the enter key. And now we're going to exit Nano. You can see there's the exit. You press the control key and tap the letter X. We are on the home stretch. Now all we need to do is just restart Fail2Ban and then run that same status command that we ran when we first installed Fail2Ban to verify that it is working. First, we're restarting Fail2Ban. I'll tap return. Just restarted, and now we're going to check the status. Command V, tap return. This is the exact status that I was looking for. You want to see a number after the number of jail line. So I currently have one jail set up, and that jail is SSHD. So as you add additional jails in the configuration file, this number is going to go up, and you're going to see the list of jails that you have. And if we drill down into this SSHD, we can do so by adding this SSHD at the end of status. So it's the same command, but with SSHD. This just drilled us down into the jail that we have set up called SSHD so we can view the activity. Each jail that you set up, you can think of like a part on your VPS where Fail2Ban is actively monitoring, looking for suspicious activity. So right now, I have the one jail enabled or active, and Fail2Ban is just laser focused on watching and protecting SSH. It's monitoring the logs for any suspicious activity. If there's any spikes or any activity, it's going to put it in the filter section, and then it's going to list the action that it took to stop or prevent the attack from happening. And if I go back into the Nano editor, I'll just tap return here. And now looking back at the jail.local file, the top section, default, these are like the global settings. These are the settings that you're telling Fail2Ban to apply when there's suspicious activity. Now, Fail2Ban knows to ignore my VPS IP address, but it's going to look at all other IP addresses. And below the default or the global settings are going to be the list of the jails that you add and tell Fail2Ban to monitor. So we currently just have one jail, SSH or SSHD. It is active because the enabled is set to true. Fail2Ban is going to be monitoring the SSH logs, and if there's unusual or suspicious activity, it's going to look in the settings to know what to do. So it might ban a bot for an hour, and if you say an hour is not enough, I want to do it for 24 hours, or maybe you want to ban the bots forever, well, you're going to make those adjustments. You don't want to go extreme until you know that everything's working properly, and then you're just going to adjust over time. Pat yourself on the back for taking the time to install Fail2Ban. It is well worth it having that extra layer of security, protecting your VPS against things like brute force attacks, which are very common. And while you're on a security role, this is a great time to do a quick security audit. So in your VPS dashboard, go to the Security tab, Firewall, and just confirm that you have an active firewall set up. If you don't, there's a link in the description to a tutorial. You'll want to set that up ASAP. In the other place, make sure that you have two-factor authentication enabled on your account. To do so, go in the top right corner, click on the little profile icon, go to Security. If you don't have it set up, you're going to see a little flashing red dot warning you need to set it up. Just click that. And it should say disable if it's set up, and if it doesn't, you'll also want to set up that. That's very important. And that is how you install the must-have security tool Fail2Ban on your Hostinger VPS. My name is Mike Murphy, your AI handyman. Cheers.